Is it out? Is it out of you now?
I think so.
Really? Come on, do a method.
You just yoke, mother of pearl, button still, flat pockets, sport, wash shirt. This
Is it
shirt,
only done that way?
no, you could do it in any model in the collection. I do it in the high two-button collar that you're wearing.
See, I think that's the way
and it comes
I would
out
buy it.
phenomenal.
Yeah.
It looks great French cuff with a cashmere tie and a tweed jacket as a dress shirt. It's very cool French cuff. A lot of guys don't understand a denim French cuff. But what's so cool about this fabric, it gets softer and softer like your old favorite pair of jeans. You know how when you buy it, you know how when you buy, this has stretch in it. There's another one, the same indigo dye without stretch in it. You know how when you buy a pair of Levi's, they're stiff, and then you wash them, you have them for 10 years, and you just keep loving them because they've finally broken in that patina? Well, this shirt gets better with age. When it's 2-3 years old and you've washed it 12 times, this fabric is just on. It's cool, dark at the beginning,
Right.
and then as it develops its patina, it can be a weekend untucked shirt with a pair of white jeans, whatever. So it's been a great fabric. The other fabrics that are here are a series of sport shirts that he's gone ahead and washed. A little softer canvas in the collars, not quite as rigid a canvas as in all the dress shirt collars. And, you know, darker mood, woolen cotton, some fabrics with stretch in them. Just cool wash jean shirts. We have to double check the price list at the positioning. I don't think these are that much less expensive
They're probably
than
not.
these.
Probably
They're
not
the
as
same. So turned on by your office. What a great environment.
Oh, thank you.
Just that old 70s building, and then the way that the patio is off your office there, so nice.
Thanks, yeah, I'm
It must be a neat place to go to work every day.
It is. It is. Look forward to going back.
Yeah. We love Josh's album. Is that a new album that was
It is.
recently released?
It just came out Tuesday. And it looks like it'll be number one.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Well, he's a great artist.
And if you look on there, you'll see I personally, I produced it.
I saw. Now, when you produce an album, what does that exactly mean, Robert?
Means that it's like being the director of a movie and the producer of the movie at the same time.
You plan the music,
The arrangements, the musicians, what the songs are, what the instrumentation is going to be, what studio, how you're going to spend the money,
Sure.
mixing, the performances.
Just a little bit more right there for me, if you don't mind. This is a wrinkled mess because it came out of a flat box, but I think we got the same fit.
We do. There's a little. It's funny. I might be different on the left side.
That
It's
happens.
the same exact left side thing from yesterday. Almost.
Sometimes your one shoulder goes up. Mine does.
Well, I definitely have a shoulder thing. I have a thing called a separated shoulder, and there's a bone sticking out. You can actually see it.
I
right
can
there.
see it.
Yeah. And it doesn't show too much, but boy, you really do have one. I think we might put a little teeny bit of canvas in this shoulder.
Right here.
Right,
You raise
yeah.
this up.
Just a little
Yes.
bit.
You can do it on the other one too, because it's the same on the other ones.
I didn't notice that.
Let me turn
Oh, I
slightly
noticed it.
towards me, Robert, so I can see that beautiful. That is gorgeous. Beautiful.
I didn't notice
Okay.
that on your other garment.
It's there. It's exactly the same.
Yeah.
I noticed it. We just didn't.
Did you break this color code?
Oh yeah.
Oh, you did?
What, skiing or something?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Separated. This arm is
Yeah, you
actually
got the same
actually
thing
1
on
inch
this.
lower
Yeah.
than this one because the whole arm is now
Drop.
The
attached
strut.
from this bone. This bone is actually where it's supposed to be. It's the whole thing is down 1 inch.
They can pin that later.
With surgery when you broke it?
No, you don't fix it. There's no
You
fixing it.
just live with it.
Yeah.
Like me.
What do you have?
Later.
What? Oh, okay. Boys are injuries. You see this right here? It's like this sticking out funny right here.
Yeah. Relax 1 second.
The other one's more.
Today we're talking about one of our favorite models for the spring-summer, a peak lapel, narrow lapel, soft shoulder, a little bit shorter jacket, a little bit more shaped waist, even more than our normal Neapolitan cut, with a double-breasted peak lapel waistcoat underneath. It also comes with a little slimmer trouser, a pegged, narrower pant that makes the entire garment lean and modern. We love it paired with a cutaway, an English higher two-button collar, cutaway collar. This charcoal stripe with a beautiful silver tie, white hanky folded square, and then a beautiful monk strap shoe that's modern, anticato finish in this maple color. We love maple with charcoal rather than a black shoe. This is also a wonderful model for a tuxedo. We do a midnight navy tuxedo with a double-breasted waistcoat and the same peak lapel that is smoking on the red carpet. We're talking today from Scott Hill Bespoke Designs in Beverly Hills about the subtle details that make an elegant garment look distinctive. There's a few little things that we add as a little panache to our combinations. Beautiful subtle play of pattern. It's a microdot solid tie. It's not just a solid tie, it's a solid tie that has a little baby microdot, so it creates a little bit of weave interest and play of pattern with the combination with this beautiful pinstripe suit. The spread collar shirt with a little double dimple to the knot. The double dimple is a subtle little thing that makes the garment have a little bit of a flare. Also the handkerchief. This houndstooth pearl gray and charcoal handkerchief just gives it a little bit of London meets Italy, a little British influence. Looks like a little bit more forethought. Could have also been a white handkerchief folded square, nice and clean 60s style. But we love these pochets. Even when you wear this suit open collar without a tie, the little houndstooth check pochet in the pocket just finishes it off. This pocket is not supposed to be empty. It's there for a reason. The last little detail is our handmade white flower boutonniere. It's just a great look. Even if you're wearing a pair of jeans and a blue blazer with a crisp white shirt, you throw a little boutonniere in your pocket, you got a little bit of a flair from Scott Hill Bespoke Designs, Beverly Hills. Today from Scott Hill Bespoke Designs, we're talking about lapel shapers and what's contemporary in the market today. We've narrowed our lapel shapers down to 7.5 or 8 centimeters. The garments are a little bit shorter, the lapel shaper is a little bit narrower without being too extreme. There's a sense of balance between the collar, the knot, the lapel shaper, and the position of this higher gorge. For us, it's just a matter of elegant balance. We don't want it too narrow and skinny. We're not a big fan of the really skinny tie, small collar shirt, and skinny 6-centimeter lapel. We have updated our garment because of the influences of designers like Prada, Gucci, Dolce & Gabbana, but we put together clothes that have a little bit more distinction. This interesting play of pattern, the way we put the striped shirt, beautiful silver tie, houndstooth check hanky, just looks like a little bit more forethought went into it than the same minimalistic solid white shirt, solid navy tie, navy suit look. That's always a good clean look, but if you put just a little bit of weave interest and texture into the garments, it looks a little bit more like some more forethought went into the selection. Exclusive designs from Scott Hill Bespoke Designs. People ask me, what is Scott Hill Bespoke Designs all about? Obviously, we're in the custom-tailored clothing business, custom shirt business, bench-made shoe business. But what separates our store and our atelier from the rest of the stores in the community, because let's face it, we're in the most competitive market in the country. Beverly Hills, California, this store is surrounded by Barney's, Neiman's, Saks, Tom Ford, Stefano Ricci, Dolce & Gabbana, Gucci, and Prada, and Zegna. There's a lot of wonderful clothiers out there that make a lot of beautiful products. But the clothes of Scott Hill Bespoke Designs are much more exclusive. We use artisan handmade makers, the top makers in southern Italy, in Naples, where our shirts are made and our custom tailored clothing is made. And we also have a design sensibility of modernizing our classic sartorial garments and making them a little bit more contemporary. We've trimmed down our lapel shapers a little bit. We still have a little higher collar stance to our collar because we like a collar that has a little bit more presence. We like a tie that has a little bit more distinctive knot. We're not a big fan of the narrow collar, small collar, skinny tie look. Our ties are updated and contemporary. They're 8.5 centimeters. But our collars have remained with the integrity of the high Neapolitan tradition. Most of our collars are 2-button. We also do a 1-button version of the collar that still has a higher collar stance for that customer that doesn't want to have to fiddle with the top button. But the two-button collar also looks beautiful with a very natural roll under a jacket or a suit when you don't wear a tie. But when the jacket is on, the size of the collar that might look a little extreme to people at first just sits up beautifully under the jacket and has a little bit more presence than a smaller collar. Then we do exclusive textiles, and we create looks, interesting play-a-pattern combinations for the customer. Might be a bold optical check shirt with a solid tie, might be a subtle micro check shirt with a rep tie, a classic rep that's beautifully colored. And we put together combinations that are breaking customers of the white shirt, blue shirt habit. So many gentlemen, a lot of gentlemen even in the investment banking community, want to wear a gray suit, white shirt, and a colored tie every day of their life. It's almost like a uniform. They feel uncomfortable for some reason putting a little bit more forethought into their combinations and having things that are still subtle, still classic, still businesslike, but that have a little bit more flair than just a white shirt, blue shirt. And don't get me wrong, it's not that I don't think a white shirt or a blue shirt is appropriate. 1 or 2 days a month, 3 days a month, I'm wearing a white shirt today. But most days I put a little bit more energy into selecting my clothes, and that's supposed to be part of the fun. Getting up in the morning, going into your rotation of shirtings, selecting a beautiful combination that enhances your suit, and enjoying it. When you put it on, look in the mirror, it has a great exemplary point of view. That's the fun of dressing, and that's the customer that comes to Scott Hill Bespoke Designs because of our ability to master those interesting combinations using whether it be a paisley tie, a rep stripe tie, a solid tie with a bolder shirt, just combinations that have a little bit more pizzazz, a little bit more sizzle. So Scott Hill Bespoke Designs is about taste. It's about execution of tailored product. It's about lapel shapers. It's about collar shapes. It's about beautiful bench-made shoes to finish off the clothes. You know, the other day we had a wonderful client in the investment banking community come and bought 2 stellar combinations. He bought a couple of great-looking suits, several interesting nice shirt and tie hanky combinations, and, you know, he had it on with a pair of Gucci loafers with a horse pit buckle. Out of function, because the man travels a great deal, he's on and off planes weekly, and, you know, he likes a slip-on shoe to go with his sartorial suit because of comfort and because of the ease on and off through airport security. That being said, I said, you know, you really have to think about updating your shoe. If you do a monk strap, whether it be a double monk strap or a single monk strap shoe, you need a shoe that finishes off this beautiful sartorial look, and it can't be a Gucci horse bit loafer that I'd wear with my jeans. It's a nice shoe. It doesn't mean that it's not a beautiful shoe to be in his closet and his rotation, but it certainly is not the right shoe to pair with a beautiful sartorial handmade suit. So that's the story of Scott Hill Bespoke. We create distinctive combinations, head to toe for our customers, and incorporate all of the articles of each clothing into multiple uses. So the dollars that he spends on a suit with the shirts and the ties might also update his gray suit, might also update his navy suit, might look great with his navy blazer with a gray pant and create a distinctive combination for that garment. So the dollars that he spends putting himself together, creating unusual combinations, are continually built on in his wardrobe to create multiple uses of those combinations and to wear many different distinct ensembles.